Hot day in Lahore, so I'm going to be making some simple light food. Chicken in a brown gravy sauce with potatoes and peas. And now this will be light because I'm going to use less masala. Very easy recipe. I'm going to serve something else alongside that, so stay tuned. To save time, what I've done is I have just quartered these potatoes with the skin on. I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt and water and bring this to a boil. You have to boil it to a point where it's done but not falling apart. I also want to make kaddu today. This is round gourd and I've just used two. I'm going to chop it up and I'll show you what I do with it. Okay, this is sliced up. I'm going to fry it in a bit. I'll show you what all I put in it. In the meantime, I'm thawing the chicken and I'm going to get started. Everything is ready and prepared and I quickly want to show you the ingredients. Chicken, about 400 grams, not more. These are cut into thicker slices than I normally do because I don't want it to dry out. Tomatoes, peas. Those are canned peas because I couldn't find peas in the market the other day. Capsicum, garlic, tomatoes, celery, onions, salt, pepper, vinegar, Worcestershire sauce, mustard, Dijon mustard, and I have this granule, but you don't need it. In place of this, you'll either use corn flour or some regular flour, which I have lying over here as well right now in a box. Okay, so let's begin. I've just taken 1 teaspoon of flour, added that to the chicken. There's a generous amount of salt and black pepper, and that's it. I'm going to mix this up, and then I'm going to saute this in a pan. Cook both sides. Chicken cooks fast, as you all know, especially if you add flour or corn flour to it. Just going to brown it very lightly. I don't want to overcook it. That's it, it's done. Removing it and leaving the juices behind. Add garlic, onions, etc. to this. 1 onion and a little bit of celery, maybe a tablespoon. Don't have celery, skip it. Let's brown the onion. I've just seasoned this with salt. I'm going to saute it a little more. Added a tablespoon of garlic. Splash of water so it doesn't stick. Add 2 to 3 chopped up tomatoes. Mix, cover and cook. And while the chicken cooks, I want to show you that I've taken a can of peas and I put it into a blender. I shall add a little bit of salt to this, some garlic powder and some vinegar. Half a teaspoon of salt, actually less, even less of garlic powder, can always add more. 1 teaspoon of vinegar. Let's see what happens. Where's this? Let's blend it. And that's what it should look like. I know it's a mess, but I'll just take it out into a bowl and I'm going to check for salt, vinegar, garlic. Okay, that's delicious. I'm going to tell you what I do with it next, but over here I have a pot. I'm going to add butter and I'm going to make the potatoes. Generous amount of butter. Teaspoon of garlic. Your choice of mixed herbs. I have French blue lavender. You can use sage, thyme, you can use rosemary, mixed herbs. Before that burns, add the potatoes. You noticed I didn't brown the garlic. I'm going to let it brown with potatoes. And obviously a little bit of salt, pepper. Smelling so good. Okay, so let's see how the tomato onions are doing. I need to raise the fire. I'm going to add a tablespoon of flour to this and I'm just going to quickly mix it and not let this burn. However, I need to brown the flour. Did I just say flour? I meant flour. What's wrong with me? Anyway, let's not burn this, but we need to brown it. Okay, this is browning nicely, as you can see, and also I just tasted it. It shouldn't taste of kacha raw flour. It should be toasty, and it's done. This is also slowly getting ready. The garlic is now turning a little light gold. This is really sweet. Okay, time to make the sauce. I'm going to add cold water, whisk it, or mix it, and then add some more. I used about a cup of water. Okay, so next up in the sauce, salt, pepper, Worcestershire sauce and Dijon mustard. Salt, pepper according to taste. 1 tiny spoon of mustard. You can use any mustard. I've used Dijon. 1 spoon of Worcestershire, not too much. Teaspoon. You must be wondering how come I haven't added any herbs. Don't worry, it's coming. Half a teaspoon of mixed herbs and half a teaspoon of red chili powder. Okay, that's done. I'm going to add the granules now. You may add a little bit of chicken stock and a little bit of corn flour right now. So this is how you add granules into hot water, mix it up. This is available in Al-Fatah, but you know how it is, sometimes you don't get things here. This is just a thickening agent, which is what the corn flour will do, and it has a little bit of chickeny taste, and you can get that chickeny taste from chicken stock as well. This just gives it a very glossy finish. I love it. I'm ready to add the chicken back in, and everything is nearly ready to be served. Not my day today, is it? I'm going to cover and cook this for a bit. The potatoes are ready. I have just one ingredient to add to the chicken, which is capsicum right at the end. I also have to fry the gourd. Flour, a little bit of red chili powder, some salt and mixed herbs. Add water, make a batter. Not a very thick one. Did I mention cold water? Okay, take a few pieces, dip it. Scoop it out, fry. Don't overcrowd the frying pan. Best results are when the oil is hot and there's just a little bit in the frying pan. It should be nice and crispy. I'm gonna flip it. Okay, this is ready, and now I'm just going to add the capsicum in the chicken. Okay. This is ready. Let's serve lunch. Okay, so lunch is served. That's a chicken with a brown sauce, a little bit of toast, potatoes, and what I did with the peas was mashed it, added vinegar, salt and garlic powder. Then I added olive oil on top with paprika, and that's basil. And this is crispy fried gourd. I hope you guys like these simple dishes, and whenever you feel like it, I hope you do make them. Thanks for watching.